RWBY Grimm Eclipse is a 4-player cooperative hack-and-slash game based on the hit web series by Rooster Teeth. The title finally leaves early access into its full release version, but is it worth the $25 asking price? Well, we're about to find out. The focus of the game lies in its combat, which is thankfully quite fun and fluid. Light and heavy attacks can be chained into combos, while the various weapons double as guns, which offers some fun ranged combat. Multiplayer is perhaps the best way to experience the game. Difficulty scales depending on how many players are joining you, which adds some fun chaos to the mix. The matchmaking system seems to work fine. The longest I've had to wait for a match was only a few seconds, ensuring there's never too big of a gap in the action. The campaign is made up of 10 missions, making the playtime of the game to just over 3 hours. Thankfully, the developers promised to support the game after launch, hopefully adding new characters like the highly requested Team Juniper, and patching in the Horde mode that was teased in the early access version. Okay, I've danced around the issue for long enough. The game has massive flaws that hold it back from being great. Firstly, the game is far too repetitive. Every level consists of several arena sections that make the player fight wave after wave of enemies. The repetition of the game would be bearable if the combat were more varied. It's true that you can choose to play as RWBY, Weiss, Blake, or Yang, but it really doesn't matter, because they all play pretty much the same. For instance, it doesn't make sense that RWBY's long scythe and Yang's short-range gauntlets handle pretty much identically. There are practically no jaw-dropping moments that really make the game as exciting as some of the fights in the show. The upgrade system doesn't provide many diverse, or even very interesting unlocks. The biggest turnoff to many players is that the game is banking on the fact that you're already a fan of the show, as it never really develops the characters or explains why you should be invested in the plot. Another complaint is that when I join a multiplayer lobby, there's no way to select which mission I want to play, so every multiplayer match has me starting back in the first mission, which can be frustrating at times. In conclusion, this game is most certainly not worth $25. The game had plenty of flaws, but I also had a lot of fun with the combat and the multiplayer mode. I would recommend that fans of the show, and even fans of hack-and-slash games in general, pick up the game on a Steam sale when the price drops down to about $10 or $15. The game doesn't offer anything too original, but I think it's worth a look if you have any amount of love for the series. If you enjoyed the review, make sure to give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. This is Support Marker, and I'm out.